How's it going, Adriano?
Good.
Matthew.
Always fun to talk to you.
And Oscar Juggernaut, we have not met.
Yeah, it's the first time. You're the Oscar expert, and I'm the imposter expert.
It's also our
You
first
stole
time.
my first and middle name.
Yeah. Well, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Golden Globes and the wacky shit they always do every year. They will be announced on Monday on their official website at 9 a.m. And this year is very different with no official submissions. What's going in what category is a giant question mark. And I think that's going to make these even crazier than usual. So I was thinking we'll start with Best Picture Drama, and then we'll work our way down. So,
I also am curious if that they added like 21 new members, and that, is a lot. That's like 20% of their base. So
yeah.
That could even produce a little bit of a different result.
Yeah. I also wonder if there's more diversity now. Like if there's going to be more diversity in the nominations than there usually would be.
Yeah, that's part of where I'm heads at too. I feel like there is that like these nominations could be a lot more diverse, or they're like, doing what they're just gonna do anyway. Like maybe they're on full PR mode this year. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll talk about it a little bit, but I think especially in TV, I feel like TV needed the most work in terms of nominations. I feel like TV was just not as diverse as it could have been last year. But yeah, we're going to start with drama and Best Picture. I have Belle 1, then King Richard, The Power of the Dog, Dune, and then in my fifth spot, I actually have Being the Ricardos in my number 5.
I'm going to just go ahead and assume we all have the same top 4.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That fifth spot, I think it's going to be one of the two that we're all wonky on right now, which is Nightmare Alley and Being the Ricardos. And I know I should be saying Being the Ricardos because I know the Globes they fucking love. Oh, am I allowed to curse, by the way? I should have asked.
Yeah, you can curse. I don't care.
Yeah. I know they love Sorkin, but I don't know. I'm going to say number 5 is Nightmare Alley for me. So mine is Belfast, King Richard, Doom, Power of the Dog, Nightmare Alley.
I think Coda will be drama, but I don't know for sure. And I was thinking about Being the Ricardos, but I think if Coda's in drama, I'm putting Coda.
But did they see Coda though? Like that's my fear with that movie is.
Apple has apparently been doing a lot to like get their movie seen in like LA and New York. So I don't know like the extent to which movies are being campaigned to them. Like I would think that the studios might be kind of on the down low, like making sure that the HFPA sees the movies. But that game is also going to be very different this year. Like we're not going to get, a random thing in like director because that director like showed up and like gave everybody starbursts at like a little screening, So
that's
we don't have to worry about
but I agree. Like Ricardo's and Nightmare Alley are also like in contention. I feel like the fifth slot is a real wild card, but I'll go with Coda. But yeah, I'm confident about it though.
I'll talk about it when we get into Comedy Musical. A little more about Coda.
Yeah, I also I have Nightmare Alley in my 5, but don't underestimate Ricardo's, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been doing decently well, just not in drama picture.
Yeah. Usually I struggle with the Oscars, but for some reason the Golden Globes, I understand them. Apparently I understand the mind of 94 and old journalist. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but for some reason I can understand them. And I think that can get crazy.
You have a kinship.
Yeah. We're buddies. We're homies. We get each other.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. The next one is going to be Best Actress Drama. I assume, again, we have the same 4. Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, the Lost Daughter, Nicole Kidman being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart for Spencer.
I have Chastain in comedy.
I like heard. There's like no confirmation on anything, but
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
like a buzz that maybe it's in drama, and I don't know if that has an origin or not. But
Yeah, that's where my head's at too.
Yeah, I think Tammy Faye will be in drama, but I could see the art.
It could go either way, honestly. But I think if she's in comedy, it's hers to lose.
I don't have your same top four because
Okay.
I have Lady Gaga in the top four, and I don't have Olivia
Yes.
Colman.
Yeah.
okay.
I have Kidman, Stewart, Gaga because because even if she doesn't get the Oscar nomination at the end of the day, I feel like Globes pretty
Yeah.
safe. I will say if she misses this, just bury her. She's dead. Number 4, I have Hudson.
I also have Hudson. I didn't say that, but she's my
I have
fifth.
Hudson too.
The only one that doesn't have Hudson.
I can say what number 5 is. I have Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that 5th spot.
Wait, who do you not have?
Do I not have?
Wait, you have oh no, you have my 5. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because I have Chastain in comedy.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, right. Got it.
Yeah, I have Coleman. I saw the movie on Tuesday. I'm technically embargoed, but I will say that she gave a lot more subdued performance than I thought she was going to give.
You're embargoed from The Lost Daughter?
It's weird, right? Like,
Yeah, like that has reviews, right?
Yeah, I know it's super bizarre, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
That could be one of the lesser seen movies too.
Yes.
Who you
that's-
have in your
And
first
like the
spot,
fact
Jonah?
that they gave it to like Andra Day is like they really like it
Yeah.
when you sing and like play a musical icon. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that kind of pushed me with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna get
That's a
in
good
for
point.
sure.
I don't know who's like the reason I have Coleman because I don't know who else is on the outside looking in. Like I guess Penelope Cruz, but like did they even-
If Hudson goes comedy musical, I can see them nominating either Halle Berry for Bruised or Sandra Bullock for The Unforgiven. The reason why I think so is A, it's Netflix, and B, most importantly, a lot of them sometimes gets that 5th spot just to fill it. Like I remember back in the 2011 Globes, Halle Berry got nominated for Frankie and Alice, just because the other 4 were so locked at the 5th spot, they need someone to fill it. I can see that easily being the case.
I just think I don't know. I have been saying this for like a year now. But like no one's gonna care about because I saw Bruised at Toronto last year. And ever since then, I was just like, no one's gonna care about that movie, and I was kind of right.
Yeah.
I suppose
She can get like one surprise nomination at one place, like maybe.
I feel like SAG would be the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Apparently,
I think it can happen.
SAG voters like it screened pretty well with them.
Yeah.
Feels like
I
either
also think-
goes percentage.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, I considered the possibility of either Macbeth or Last Duel getting in drama. Like, I wouldn't predict it, but if that happens, I wonder if, if that happens, I wonder if, like, Jodie Comer or McDormand could get in.
I
Oh,
had,
no, wait, no,
Yeah.
McDormand's supporting. Never mind.
yeah.
Right,
McDormand.
I had McDormand for a while and then I took her out.
Well, Norman's- I
Oh, wait,
think-
no, she is lead. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
she is,
yeah,
that's right.
I know.
Yeah.
I will
Forget
say
that.
I think all of you guys follow me. I think you guys know my my theory on Tragedy Macbeth. I will say
I do.
I think even if it gets into drama picture, I think Frances has a bit of an obstacle there. Considering
Yeah, I agree.
she's amazing in the movie. Just that.
Yeah,
that
I could see McDormand getting lead here and then supporting everywhere else. I can see that happening too.
Well,
She's been silent. Like, she actually really doesn't want to be nominated this time.
Yeah.
she's probably the one who asked him to put her in lead. Like,
Yeah.
She's in like an underwater bunker. Like, she's at the bottom of the Pacific, hanging out with like James Cameron in a submarine. Like, she's gone.
Yeah. Someone mentioned how you feel about Come On's award chances. We'll talk about that, but I actually have Phoenix get into drama actor.
Ooh.
That's a maybe. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
I have him in comedy actor, but as I'm saying it out loud, I'm starting to second guess it.
Yeah, best actor drama. Obviously, I have Will Smith out front for King Richard. Then I have Benedict Cumberbatch as a close second for Power of the Dog. And then I have Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth. Joaquin Phoenix for Come On, Come On. And in my fifth spot, I still have Timothée Chalamet for Dune. I feel like if they really want to nominate Chalamet for the year he has had, that's probably
I will say you are missing a big one.
Which one am I missing?
So I should probably point out for drama actor, I'm going rogue. I'm just giving a big fuck it on this category.
Oh boy.
I have Will Smith and Benedict Cumberbatch. I have those two. Those are a massive.
Those are the most plus.
The one that I'm like, oh, you're missing a big one is Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about him.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna put that in drama, you like
because
I think
gotta happen.
I think Javier Bardem might be in, and that also makes it tempting to put it in drama.
I don't have it. Like, remember, Steve Jobs did really well and didn't get drama.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's also going to get actress too.
Yes, probably going to win drama actress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Steve Jobs also got the score. Yeah, it could be like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I'm going rogue here. I do not have Denzel Washington.
My goodness.
That's funny because I actually have him winning.
Here's why, because I should clarify, he is my personal actor winner. I love Tragedy of Macbeth, and his performance is like fierce as fuck. But I've had this theory for a while that like that movie is not going to play well with a lot of people, because like I can see people shutting that, like people who are seeing the movie kind of just like tune out like after the first like 5 minutes because they're just like, what the fuck is going on? Because they can't understand what they're saying. And while I do think I do think Denzel could survive that. My theory right now is that he's not, and that he's going to be this year's Delroy / Robert De Niro / Ethan Hawke. You know, I think, like, I know a lot of people saying Adam Sandler, but like the reason I don't think because we kind of saw Adam Sandler coming. Like we kind of knew that was kind of
obvious.
The three that I mentioned before, not so much. I think Denzel. If anyone, I think it's Denzel is going to go down that path.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but I also totally understand why y'all are predicting. Totally.
Well, it's also like in this category where you have like two or three of the major contenders are in comedy, and you still don't have him getting in is like, you know, because what are you putting in instead? I mean, to me, there's like three possibilities.
Bardem, I think he would get in even.
Bardem's not rogue.
These
not too rogue.
Well, my number 4 is not that rogue, but also it's pretty rogue. It's Bradley Cooper.
Oh, for Nightmare Alley.
I do have Nightmare Alley in picture, so I guess there's but I don't think he's gonna get an Oscar nomination, even though he's really good.
I actually just took him out for Chalamet. I'm
one of the people who loved Nightmare Alley, and it is hard to watch that last scene in Nightmare Alley and be like, not nominated, but also he is pretty stoked the rest of the movie. So, but I do have him in here. Number 5 is like something weird is going to happen, and like I said, it is possible that the Globes might be on PR mode. So I'm going for a massive long shot and predicting Mahershala Ali for Swan Song.
I've seen that so many times. I've seen a lot of people actually predicting him on Gold Derby.
It's a total long shot. It's not going to happen anywhere else, but it's like,
I feel like that movie's not like they're not even trying like to make that an awards thing. Like they're not even trying a little bit. But I understand it because I feel like I have to fish a little bit in this category. Like come on. I think I think I have that in drama, and I think maybe Joaquin Phoenix gets in, but I can see Bradley Cooper get in.
I will throw in this caveat. I do have Come On in comedy, but if he wasn't drama, I would say Joaquin over Bradley.
Yeah. Again, we don't know for sure. We're kind of like flying blind this year.
I tried reaching out to the HFBA, and for obvious reasons, they didn't.
Good on
Which
you.
they should have. They should have.
They should have. Can you imagine if I was the one who had all
Yeah.
the confirmations?
That would be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I was toying around with Clifton Collins Jr. for a little bit, but
Yeah.
then I was just like, are they even going to see this movie? Like, who's going to see this?
I'm seeing it tomorrow, and that's only because of Film Independent. Like,
Well, I think one of the advantages that a smaller studio has here is that there's less members to reach out to watch your movie. Like I don't have it, but it's not outside my realm of possibilities.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of long shots. Like I've even a little bit considered Nicolas Cage for Pig.
Yeah.
But I feel like if
That'll
Ethan
fall
Hawke
into
couldn't
that
get in for
kind of
First
route.
Reformed, like they nominated Lucas Hedges instead of Ethan Hawke. So
Yeah.
like I feel like they'll go to
Good point.
lengths to not do that, which kind of sucks.
Mhm.
I even
Yeah.
like a brief thought popped in my head about like Matt Damon and Stillwater, and I got scared of that thought, but like I don't want to.
Oh my god, that
I'm
is
not gonna
I
predict
may have to
it,
change my prediction right now.
I haven't seen Stillwater, but it was
by the
just
way,
like,
my
oh.
friend Isaiah is watching. Sub
I might
Isaiah.
have to do. Totally do. But yeah,
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah. Best comedy is we're gonna do next. Probably the weirdest category by far because we still don't know where half of these movies are gonna go. But I have West Side Story #1, Licorice Pizza #2, Tick Tick Boom 3, Don't Look Up 4, and I actually have Coda as my #5.
Mhm.
That's a possibility.
If it goes
So-
comedy musical,
goes
I think
comedy.
it's for sure gonna get that Best Picture nod.
So my top 5 is pretty much movies that were like I'm almost certain it's going to be in the comedy musical category. My #1 is West Side Story. Don't think I need
Yeah.
to explain myself there.
No.
#2 is Don't Look Up. Star-studded cast. They loved Vice, and I do think, having seen the film, I think audiences are going to like that movie more than critics.
Yeah.
#3, Licorice Pizza. I don't think I need to
Yeah.
explain myself again. #4, Tick Tick Boom. Very up the Globe's alley there.
Yeah.
And #5, I'm gonna go with In the Heights because I think with that movie with the HFEA, they either love like that kind of movie. They either loved it or they didn't see it.
Yeah.
I just don't know which one it is. So
Yeah.
Or maybe they just ignored it.
yeah.
I think Ramos. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have the same top 4 as the rest of you. West Side Story, Licorice Pizza, Tick Tick Boom, Don't Look Up. I'm
Yeah.
toying between two different ones for my #5. Right now I have Cyrano, but there is since they can do this now, I'm wondering if
I know you're
they
gonna
nominate The Mitchells versus the Machines or some animated film in picture comedy.
I
just,
consider that.
just to rattle things up. Yeah.
Yeah.
consider
I thought-
that Encanto.
I thought I've been Kanto for a while, and I actually might go back to it, but
I feel like there still might be like a mentality that like they're like, oh yeah, I can do that, or like they don't really think about it like first.
Right.
And
yeah.
with all the musicals, I'm kind of deciding between. I don't think it's like I do want to say Don't Look Up gets in, but like I was surprised that the reviews are even worse than Vice. Like it has like I think it has like a 59 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's not looking very good, but we'll see if it's immune. Like we'll see if it gets in here, Critics' Choice, and if it gets in both, then it's probably good.
I think I will say I think it showing up at AFI yesterday is a good sign.
Yeah, that was definitely a good sign. And then I'm like, I am thinking about Cyrano because
Me too.
Cyrano's like breaking right now, and I know like it's against In the Heights, which is so hard to say doesn't get in. And so I mean, right now I have In the Heights, but like I do wonder if Cyrano can like.
They do love the
squeeze a
director.
little-
They did nominate Crazy
Yeah.
Rich Asians.
Yeah.
They
I
love
mean, in
Joe
a
Rogan.
normal year, like that's not packed like this, Cyrano would get in, and Don't Look Up
Oh,
would. I
easily.
mean, In the Heights would get in,
Yeah,
but
easily.
it's tough to say.
Yeah.
So I don't
mean,
have
the
it right
Heights'
now.
advantages are pretty obvious. As is, do we think the HFBA saw Serrano? Because like, I know I'm having it. I'm struggling to see that movie. I'm constantly reaching out to UA for it, and
I feel like they probably saw it because Dinklage is going to show up in actor, like for sure.
Yeah, I think even if the movie doesn't show up, Dinklage is for sure. And
yeah.
Before I say, I can confirm that HFPA has seen West Side Story. They have seen it. They have seen Tragedy of Macbeth. So it's kind of interesting to see how those two will do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think West Side Story is easily going to win, right? Like,
yeah, I think
could win Best Picture at the Oscars.
I agree with that.
I really think so too.
Yeah, they don't like Paul Thomas Anderson enough.
I honestly be a little bit surprised if West Side Story didn't. I love that movie, by the way. I'm seeing it again tonight. I'd be a little bit surprised if West Side Story didn't at least become a threat to win Best Picture.
Yeah, it could be a threat. Yeah.
Watch out for director.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
When you say that,
my director's a little wacky, so I'm just going to get that.
Oh, mine too. Mine too.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do actress musical comedy first. This one I had to scrape to get my nominations, but
yeah.
I have Rachel Zegler for West Side Story #1. She's gonna win. There's literally no well, there is some competition in her category. It's just about to say that. Elena Heim.
I'll explain why.
Yeah, Elena Heim, Licorice Pizza, my #2. Jennifer Lawrence for Don't Look Up as #3. And then these two spots are kind of weaker. Since I have Coda Best Picture Comedy Musical, I put in Emilia Jones as my #4. And my #5 is Emma Stone for Cruella.
Ooh, I did not have her. I might consider.
So like I said, I have Chastain.
It just seems like something to globe. Yeah.
I have Chastain. I think if she's in this category, it's hers to lose.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
For a quick second.
But if she's not, because Zegler is a complete unknown, and we know how the Globes tend to go with names, I don't think it would be Zegler's. I mean, look at last year with Maria Bakalova and Rosamund Pike.
Where are you going with this though? Like,
oh my god! I still have Chastain in #1. I still think
but because I think it's like between Zegler and Heim, and they're both kind of unknowns, right?
Yeah,
unless like Jennifer Lawrence wins, which is just
that would be really weird.
She's
great in the movie, but like that'd be weird. But also, they did give it to her for American Hustle,
which was like that was like made much more sense. I think.
Yeah, I feel like
if she won, it would be no disrespect at all to her performance. She's really good. If she did win, it would be a name thing, but the Globes would do that.
Yeah, I don't think it's outside like what they do, but I feel like though Zegler is just undeniable.
Oh, she's so good. She's so good in the movie. I think like a star making performance.
Yeah, I feel like.
But anyway, my predictions: Jessica Chastain, Rachel Zegler, Alana Haim, Jennifer Lawrence, and then I agree, Emma Stone.
Yeah.
I just put in Emma Stone on my PowerPoint right now because I'm thinking about it's likely to happen with this reduced field. I was also considering is Shiva Baby? Does Shiva Baby qualify here? I was thinking Rachel
would. It
came out.
I have a question about like if they'd see it, but I think it would qualify.
Yeah, it came out in April, so it would qualify.
Yeah, I was toying with her and Haley Bennett for Cyrano.
Yeah,
that I really like because Haley Bennett's being campaign supporting. But if I knew that she was in lead, I would put her in my lineup. But that's also because I don't. She's campaigning supporting for the Oscar, but like it's that kind of thing where they could. Yeah. In a normal year, we might hear that she's campaigning lead for Cyrano. I don't know if anyone saw it because I haven't seen it. I can't say if she's borderline or not.
I haven't seen it either. Some people I've seen them put the lead from The Worst Person in the World in there.
She's my 6.
I'm tempted because I have like even less eligibility slots. Like if
think
Coda's in
North Barrera
comedy,
is
like
supporting.
easily Amelia Jones gets in, I think.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
If Tammy Faye was in here, she I mean, yeah. But
Yeah,
for me,
easily.
I'm like I have Emma Stone at 3, and then after that, I feel like it's fishing. I feel like Jennifer Lawrence and Don't Look Up is not even like. It's like it's like it's like an I guess so, and then after that, like I am actually in like. Maybe I might just put like Haley Bennett just because I would love to put Renate Reinsve, but I don't think it's going to happen and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe I will put it in because the others I have here are like Melissa Barrera for In the Heights. Like that's such a long shot.
I think she's.
I had her before I put Coda in comedy musical. That's who I had in my 5th spot.
So it might be her, and then like I was really trying to think of like other people. But like is like and then I was like, what about Kristen Wiig and Barb and Star? Like I went there. I had to go there to look for other people.
Yeah.
Wait. What about Helen Mirren and the Duke?
I thought of that.
Is that even I don't think that movie exists.
What I think you just
neither did music, so and here we are.
They
like
nominated Helen Mirren for The Leisure Seeker and The 100-Foot Journey.
Because that year I thought about that and I was like, I don't know, and then it happened and I was like, oh, I should have. I feel like when in doubt, if you don't know what to do, you got to go with Helen Mirren for something.
I feel like
it's probably technically eligible. I don't think they've seen it though. I don't think it's like high profile enough.
Would worst person be in drama or comedy?
I think comedy.
I think
it's ambiguous again, but I think I don't know.
There's definitely an argument for both, but the fact that there is makes me lean towards comedy.
Yeah, same.
Maybe I'll just put Haley Bennett in, like, because I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a good guess. I mean, again, without any clear eligibility, it's kind of a guess.
Yeah, I will say with Lawrence, I know I just argued that like if Chastain's not in here, she could win. I do want to point out, like, I know, like, I feel like all of us are predicting her because she's Jennifer Lawrence. It's worth remembering. This also goes back to Lady Gaga that like Meryl Streep was snubbed last year for The Prom, so like,
yeah,
you know, they could go rogue again with that kind of shit.
Yeah, I would not. I feel like sorry.
I wanted to say maybe a potential theory about that because wasn't she also in what was that Soderbergh film last year?
No,
Let Them All Talk.
Let Them All Talk.
Oh,
so is it possible that she might have split votes between both films?
I mean, they clearly like The Prom. Like, they nominated Corden, and
I still don't get that. I will
no,
never.
Me neither, but I also knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not maybe. I feel like she definitely would have gotten more votes for The Prom than Let Them All Talk. I don't know. That's definitely an anomaly where it's like that might like that's the only explanation I can think of.
I think. Yeah, I think it's debatable. I feel like. Yeah, I'll talk about it in my next category after musical comedy, but I think they could possibly go rogue here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actor comedy musical. I have Lear.
We have the same top 3.
Yeah,
4. You better have the same top 4.
Yeah, I have Andrew Garfield number 1. Andrew Garfield is my number 1 for Tick Tick Boom, and then I have Peter Dinklage number 2 for Siriano. Number 3 is Anthony Ramos for In the Heights. 4, Leonardo DiCaprio. In my 5th spot, I'm taking a little risk here, but I'm going with Max Hardwood for Everybody's Talking About Jamie. They love British movies.
Okay, so we don't have the same. We have the same top 4, but I think Leo is 3.
Making an adjustment right now again.
Yeah, so my number 1 is Garfield. I think he's going to win. Number 2, I have Peter Dinklage. Number 3, I have Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he might do the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood thing again, where like, he doesn't win the Globe, but I think he has a better shot than Garfield and Dinklage personally.
Yeah.
Number
No way.
I'll explain.
No way.
I'll
Me
text you
too. Me too.
I'll text you later, Cole. And then 4, I have Ramos. I think even if in the Heights misses, that could still happen.
Yeah,
I acknowledge it's not a lock. Number 5, I did have Phoenix, but unfortunately, I was thinking about it more, and it might just happen. Ben Platt's for Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, you did it.
I mean, you guys, I don't want it to happen either, but you guys know they could.
I know they could.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna if they're gonna not be too smart, like Ansel Elgort in West Side Story, the only thing is that like I don't know. I might go with Cooper Hoffman.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like he hasn't been getting like a ton of hype outside of like young actor categories, but it could maybe happen. But Ansel Elgort, I think they might do it if they weren't on thin ice. Like I feel like they must know that they cannot do anything like that.
It's stupid.
And so I don't think I'm gonna quite go for him, but like I am close. I am close.
Yeah.
And Ben Platt's not out of the question either.
I had him for a while.
He does enough to get in, but I do know that I think the HB are going to be on full PR mode, and I think that's going to prevent them. I'm seeing someone comment, "What about Annette?"
I was just about to say that.
I forgot about that. I would love it so much.
That would be interesting.
I forgot to
put him like low.
Well, I think no way. I think Annette.
I guess Driver's not outside the realm of possibility if they're really struggling to fill that 5th spot. If they're really going out of their way to avoid Ansel Elgort, they could, I guess. But I'd go.
Driver is in the realm of possibility, but I think Annette is just way too niche, even for a musical.
Yeah. Someone just said HFPA would never go for Annette. It's just not their movie.
Yeah. And anyone have like Simon Rex low on their list?
I think that's going to be you know what? He could do it because I was going to say he can do like an Adam Sandler thing.
Yeah.
Could he be more?
Yeah, it's just the movies. Like I don't know if it's like on their radar.
Yeah, I just saw the film the other day. It's wonderful, and
that's what they should be doing in the 5th slot.
Yeah,
like for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Or Adam Driver.
I would have
he's my number.
Rex and Driver in here, and Platt in the fucking Oblivion.
I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, he's my number 8. I don't think it's that crazy, but I feel like they might go. Yeah, and one thing I found interesting about the whole boycott thing is a lot of international actors are not part of the boycott. It's mostly American actors. That's one of the things I've been noticing. That's why I was going with my hardwood theory, is that maybe they'll nominate someone they think they'll know will be there, even if he doesn't win. I don't know. They do weird stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing where it's like I don't know if that movie's like on their radar again, but it's something that it makes sense that that's like a possibility too.
Yeah. Do you want to do director next or the?
Sure, let's get director over with.
Categories next. What? Why don't we do the supporting categories first? These are kind of wacky. We'll do the harder one first. Yeah, we'll do supporting actor, which is the hardest one. I have Jamie Dornan, number 1. Number 2, Cody Smith-McPhee. And then the rest, that's when it gets wacky for me. I have Robin De Jesus for Tick, Tick, Boom.
Makes sense.
I have Troy Kostler. I apologize if I screwed his name, for Coda. And my number 5th is actually Mike Feist for my. I feel like if they love West Side Story, they could just go all in completely.
Wait, did you not have Kieran Hines?
No, I don't. That's my risk.
Wow.
And yeah,
I might.
Wait, did you have Jared Leto?
I don't have Jared Leto.
Wait,
I'm taking a huge risk by predicting a House of Gucci snub.
Yeah.
Ooh. When we get to director, House of
Oh
Gucci.
no. Oh, no.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, when we get there.
They did nominate him for all the money in the world.
But they did
supporting
nominate him for The
actor-
Martian, right?
Yeah,
supporting
they
actor-
nominated him for The Martian. The Oscars didn't.
Wait, didn't he get no? But didn't he get? I think. Wait.
He got in for all the money in the world. I know that.
Yeah, he
He
got in for
may
The
have been
Martian.
snubbed for The Martian. Wait, are you? Did you just verify that?
Yeah, he got in at the Globes
Oh.
for The Martian, but he snubbed the Oscar.
Okay.
Supporting actor
Yeah.
is another category where I'm going a little bit rogue.
Yeah.
I
It's kinda
have
hard to-
I have the Belfast boys. I have Hines and Dornan.
Yeah.
I do have Jared Leto. I feel like it's similar to Gaga. Like maybe
Yeah.
they'll miss the Oscar at the end of the day, but I think the Globe's probably going to happen. Number 4 is actually I have Mike Feist.
Yeah.
I don't have him getting an Oscar nomination. I don't really think it's going to happen.
I don't think so either, but I feel like the Globes, if they really love Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes, will just go all in.
Number 5, I'm just gonna just preface by saying I do not have Cody Smith McPhee.
Okay.
Which I acknowledge he could probably get an Oscar nomination, but here just does not feel right.
I agree.
Very well.
I do not have Troy Coates. I do not have him.
Who do you have?
I think that only happens if Coda happens, and I really think that Coda could have like a big sick kind of situation going on with that movie.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
And I can tell you, my number 5, I saw the film not too long ago. I don't care for the movie, but I thought that he was really good. I'm going with Ben Affleck for The Tender Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Because that could be a total Globes thing. Like,
yeah.
I think he is either going to be Annette Bening, just gets the Globe nod for the report. It could be a Kathy Bates situation.
Yeah.
Or
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Or he
Yeah.
can be as far as a Jodie Foster kind of situation.
Ooh, yeah. I can see that.
Like he randomly wins.
But it just gets no other nominations.
I think I would have liked to. I've thought about that, but I haven't seen him get like a single anything for it. And I mean, Jared Leto didn't before getting nominated for The Little Things either, so it could just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to do it, but I can understand the
Yeah.
decision.
I'm wondering if I know I talked about this at a Twitter space one time. I'm wondering if a certain movie could surprise in terms of acting nominations in multiple precursors. And if you take a gander at what that is, I'm thinking about Mass. I'm thinking about if the Mass people show up here, or if they blow up at SAG, or if they blow up at Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
Which is why I actually have both Masked Gentlemen here, which is a risk. It is a risk for obvious
Well,
reasons.
I
but
talked about the smaller studios having an advantage here.
yeah, I think I'm curious. I'm very curious right now.
I just thought of someone who I didn't even consider, and now I'm just like, oh fuck, it's probably gonna happen. Cole, you might have him, so I'm gonna. It's Robin DeJesus.
That's who I have.
Matthew, you have. I'm like, I have him right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep him.
I have him at the Globes if it doesn't translate to the Oscars.
It might hit the Critics' Choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
hard for it.
I feel like in the year of the musicals, I could see the Globes going all in on acting nominations for it, even if it doesn't translate to the Oscars later on.
I think I have both Belfast Boys and Leto.
But yeah,
it's definitely possible, one of the Belfast Boys gets out here. I have Bernthal for King Richard.
I consider that.
It seems like no one had him. I get how he could be like he just a little bit weaker, but I wasn't feeling Cody Smith McPhee. I think he'll get Critics' Choice. I don't know if he'll get like SAG. I don't know if he might get Oscar, but I think he's gonna miss like somewhere.
Yeah.
Mike Feist is a possibility. Troy Kotzer, like, again, I don't know what to do with Coda because I don't know if I should have it in for drama or not. I don't know if like Marlee Matlin or Troy Kotzer could get in. It could be Minari. Like, and they just completely blank on it like everywhere, including
We'll talk about
supporting.
that one in a sec.
But yeah, I have Robin De Jesus for now and John Bernthal.
I will say
But I
with
might
John
change.
Bernthal, I did consider him. My thing is, I do have him getting an Oscar nomination at the end of the day, but I don't think it'll be a seamless ride.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
My thinking.
I actually
do
I have him? I might not have him on Critics' Choice. I think I don't have him for Critics' Choice.
That could be another place where he misses.
I could see his journey starting at SAG. I could see the SAG loving King Richard enough to start it at the SAG, and then it just goes on to the Oscar.
He could be a sole SAG nominee, and then nothing else.
Could be too. I just took out Cody Smith-McPhee for the second Belfast Boy. I can't believe I forgot him.
I've been thinking Kieran Hines is going to win for a while now, and I'm shocked to see people are starting to like agree with that. It's like,
I think it's I have Troy Kotzer winning, but this is a different story.
if Coda gets into picture, I will also be predicting Troy.
Coda's getting into picture.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's a lock in screenplay at this point.
yeah.
It is getting into picture. It hasn't missed a beat. It is one of the strongest performing movies right now. If you tally up all the precursors, and it necessarily shouldn't be, because they're critics.
And if you think about it too, Apple also has the tragic Macbeth, but yet Coda's the one making the big.
A24 is handling that movie.
No,
Oh, really? They're doing everything.
Mm-hmm. Like to my
Apple
knowledge,
is
Macbeth is on A24's site, not Apple's.
Yeah.
The word is that Apple's like going pretty hard on Coda.
Yeah.
I hear that too, but I'm just like, is it gonna have the farewell effect? Is it gonna be like 8th grade and like the Big Sick? Like that's my concern. If it gets a single Globe nod, I will put it into picture.
Yeah.
Fair.
And we'll talk about. I have more than just the acting categories, but we'll talk about that. Supporting actress. I have Ariana DeBose as my number one now for West Side Story.
Sweeping the season.
I think so too.
Sweeping.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be the only sweep of the whole season, but we'll talk about that.
And Will.
Yeah, and Will. I have Arjun Ellis number 2 for King Richard. Katrina Balfe number 3 for Belfast. And then my last 2 spots, this is where I go rogue. I have Meryl Streep for Don't Look Up, which
That's not rogue.
It's a little bit rogue.
It's
okay. And then I have
It's not that rogue. What was it?
I have Marley Matlin as my number 5 for Coda.
Wow, no dunce. That's possible, but stunning.
Yeah, I'm knows with some of the critics, they're not nominating her. Obviously, that could change easily, but for now, I'm leaving her out. I feel like supporting actress got more competitive than it was like a month ago.
I feel like it got less competitive in a way.
Less competitive, yeah.
Oh yeah. I have Dunstan
Yeah.
because I'm not willing to. I mean, I understand. I should have her like 4 though, because I sort of can see her being like a surprise snub. For 5, I'm kind of between Marlee Matlin and Rita Moreno, because
Moreno's a
like
good one.
Rita Moreno could be, it's a little weird, but it could be like a full on embrace of West Side Story, and like just her being like, you know, Rita fucking Moreno and all that.
I'm also struggling here. I have DeBose. Yeah, I also think she's gonna sweep. After I saw the film, I was like,
yeah, she's gonna be the biggest.
I think Balfe was an easy. She's amazing, but I think Balfe was an easy front runner to overcome.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have Katrina Balfe. 3, Anjanou Ellis.
Yeah.
And then this is where I struggle because I think the Globes are gonna nominate Cate Blanchett for Nightmare Alley.
She's in my 10.
That's another one where it's like, even if Nightmare Alley sinks, I think she could still be in the race.
I think Nightmare Alley might be like just production design.
That is a very likely possibility. But I also had Nightmare Alley and drama pictures, so
it might like clamor on a little bit. Like it might be a slow sort of death. Like Critics' Choice might embrace it a little bit, and then maybe like somebody shows up somewhere, Bradley Cooper gets in the Golden Globe, but then it like slowly kind of sinks to the minimum 1 nomination.
Yeah, and number 5, I have Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
because I guess I I understand, like, she's in the movie enough to justify the nomination. She doesn't really have, I guess she kind of has the moment when she's like making a speech, I guess. But I mean, it's Meryl. They nominated Sam Rockwell for Vice. I think.
Yeah,
that's
why.
I think they're gonna embrace Don't Look Up. So
that's the only reason why I
considered.
That's the only reason why I considered Streep was because of Sam Rockwell a few years ago.
Yeah, and also she's Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
I had that, but I'm wondering if Don't Look Up like will be embraced less hard than Vice, especially in acting categories.
Yeah.
But like I had her in like before the reviews, but I'm not seeing anything catch on with the actors so far. I mean, obviously, like I have Leo and Jennifer Lawrence in the acting categories right now. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence might be gone, but I don't know.
She's probably
I'm not willing to go. I'm not willing to double down on Don't Look Up right now. I'm like, I'll put it in for stuff, but I'm not gonna like go so hard on it.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I could see Rita Moreno.
Me too.
Definitely.
Me too.
So I am considering changing at least one of the two mass women that I have here.
Oh my god!
I would take out Clifton. I think Down. I feel like if any of the mass girls have a chance, it's definitely gonna be Down because she's probably more familiar with the awards bodies and award committees.
I think mass is like it's gonna get Critics' Choice, maybe, and if it doesn't get Critics' Choice,
if it doesn't get Critics'
I feel
Choice,
like it's gone. And I'm not willing to predict it here or at the SAGs. I think I don't know. We'll have to see. Because I mean, it's not looking.
But SAG members currently do have mass. You know how much?
Mass sent the screenings out, but the screeners, we all saw what the screeners look like, right? I mean, it's like why would you watch that if you didn't know what that is?
Yeah, exactly.
But they did send out the screener, so they're playing the screener game, and like maybe it'll work. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Even like the critics, though, I'm like surprised that Ann Dowd hasn't been getting like winning award. I mean, there haven't been that many yet, but she hasn't really been the winning awards or getting that many nominations. I think the next wave of critics awards is like the 10th and the 11th. So
this week,
I don't know if that would maybe like alter my predictions more for the Critics' Choice, but like, I don't think I'm going to put her in here, but
no, I'm not either.
I don't personally take these critic awards that seriously.
Well, they must have overlap with Critics' Choice a little.
I mean, the Critics' Choice being the exception, but like, there are some small things that
I feel like the smaller,
like the fact that like even the critics aren't that embracing of Ann Dowd, like something like that. I take note of.
I take note of Critics Awards when it's like things that I think they're supposed to be doing. Like if that doesn't happen, it's worrying, and things that they don't seem like they necessarily would do if that starts happening. Like the fact that Tick Tick Boom and Coda are like getting in a lot of places for me, and then they're matching at like AFI says something to me.
I will say Coda doing well. The reason I'm unflinched by the Coda is I'm not really surprised that Coda's doing really well with critics. Tick Tick Boom doing really well with critics. That caught me off guard.
Tick Tick Boom, good search. Really well.
I think especially with the big surprise, and we'll get this in the director, but Lin-Manuel Miranda got a lot of critics nominations.
Oh, I think I might be agreeing with you here on that.
I have.
Do we all?
Director, but I do have them. I actually had them since October because I felt like even if the movie sucks,
I took them up briefly, but that's starting to make me, starting to creep back up.
Yeah. I guess we'll just jump into director now.
Here we go.
Jane Campion's my number one, actually, for Power of the Dog. And number two, I actually have Denis Villeneuve for Dune as my number two because they love the big directed movies here. Like like Avatar one director here over The Hurt Locker, 1917 one director over Parasite. They love directors who had to go through a lot of hoops in order to get their movies done.
Yeah, so Inarritu also wasn't expected to win when he started winning for The Revenant there. So I kind of agree that could happen.
Exactly. My number 3 is Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. My number 4 is Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. And my number 5 is Lin-Manuel Miranda for Tick, Tick, Boom.
Okay. Our lists aren't that dissimilar. I have Spielberg at number 1. He got nominated for The Post. I mean, I might as well say it right now. I currently have him winning the Oscar.
It's his best movie in years by far.
Yeah, I agree. Number 2. Okay, I'm just gonna say these unranked because I'm struggling here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Spielberg, I have Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Purdue. I have Adam McKay. That feels correct to me. I also have Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's my 5, but the reason I'm saying him before 5 is because I'm struggling with. I think either Campion or Branagh are gonna miss. I think one of those two are gonna miss.
I originally had Branagh missing for a while, actually, and then I just decided to throw him back.
I understand that Branagh's the front runner, but I feel like that's like by default. I feel like he's front runner by default. I really do not see him winning at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The front runner by default could happen though.
Sorry?
Yeah. It could happen anyway though. Like
I don't know. I mean, maybe Spielberg
like Michelle has done Ambitious or something.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. I think the Globes might be less likely to go for him. And they would be more likely to go for a Spielberg or a Villeneuve.
And Campion.
I'm going to say Campion gets in over Branagh because of Taika Waititi.
Wait, you think he doesn't get nominated?
Man, I'm really struggling with Branagh, man.
Branagh is more established as a director.
I know.
If he misses this, that leans Belfast like a no for winning Best Picture.
Yeah,
like the correlation between getting both director and screenplay at the Globes and then winning Best Picture is pretty good.
Yeah.
Do we think Belfast could? This is going to be the most bizarre comparison. Do you think Belfast could sink in the way that JoJo did when the Globe nominations came out?
I don't know if JoJo's. Wait, how did JoJo sink?
JoJo actor musical.
I feel like that wasn't that weird.
Well,
they didn't Taika Waititi was that much. It was like predicted for screenplay, right? I remember.
Yeah,
and supporting actors.
I thought it was going to get director.
Belfast is also like surprising me in how well it's doing with Critics Awards, and because you think that they'd be like kind of nominating it, but it's like totally dominating, and it's like I don't understand it.
Yeah,
but also this director race is pretty stacked.
Yeah,
and it's interesting because we all kind of agree that PTA is not in, right?
Yeah,
I think he'll get nominated, but also I think with this stacked race, I think he's going to get the Oscar nomination.
Yeah, I was just about to say that they have never nominated Paul Thomas Anderson for individual award ever.
I will say Del Toro could also happen here. I don't think
he did. Also, Reinaldo Marcus Green could happen too.
Oh, sorry. You know.
Because of the big names involved, I don't see it.
I'm a little bit skeptical about that.
I don't have him in, but we've seen them nominate like Morton Tilden wasn't like a big name. I think he got in for director, right?
Yes, but also
that was a very
but also director's race has like a lot of big
I mean, I have him at like
Spielberg, Villeneuve, Del Toro.
I don't have him in. I have the same 5 as Matthew.
One of the things I thought of,
I also have Lynn.
One of the things I thought of here is that they love actor turned directors. I mean, they nominated Regina King for One Night in Miami, even though they didn't give it Best Picture nomination here. So I'm with The Lost Daughter overperforms. Would Maggie Gyllenhaal get a nomination? They do love her here.
I think that movie's like
that would be fun.
No, I don't think so.
She's like my 11
I'm not.
12. She's like my 11 or 12, but I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility.
Sorkin can also weirdly happen. I agree with you, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too stacked for Sorkin. It's too stacked for Sorkin, granted, but also I wouldn't put it.
It would be something they would do. Like
yes,
Campion.
I don't know if he's in my top 10, but It's
Can't
something
be
to keep our eyes on.
Yeah.
She feels a lot like Luca Guadagnino to me for Call Me by Your Name.
Also, I will say The Lost Daughter, it's sort of sloppily directed. Like,
Yeah. But again, they love actor turned directors. I mean, if
I mean,
I know
Lynn counts.
We didn't talk about her, Arunega, at all for for passing. If they really go gaga for this movie, I said if, it's a big if. But if they really do love it so much, they could easily squeeze in Rebecca Hall.
I've been saying it ever since the credits rolled on that movie when I saw it, that this is like passing is just like probably not gonna get enough buzz to get nominations. Maybe you can get like a Critics' Choice nomination, but I don't think. I think passing is gonna get goose egged.
Yeah, it's a big if.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
Netflix has too many big priorities.
Yeah, it's a giant if.
Yeah.
I did consider Tessa Thompson here though and also Ruth Negga here because again, Globes might be on PR mode.
Yeah. I think Tessa Thompson deserves it more than Ruth Negga, but
yes.
Oh, wow. You all agree? I'm like more on the Ruth Negga train.
They're both deserving, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Tessa.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, it would be Thompson, but I think Negga would be more than deserving of a nomination.
Yeah, and she played a very difficult role and nailed a lot of the emotions really well.
Yeah,
they're both really good.
Yeah, they're both really good. I just prefer Thompson.
All right, next category, the weirdest one, in my opinion, screenplay, because they don't divide it. It's kind of a melting pot. Let me start out by saying my number one is The Power of the Dog. I think this might be the only Globe and might win the whole night. And then I have Belfast number 2. I have West Side Story number 3, actually. Don't Look Up as 4. And my 5th is being the Ricardos. Because if they gave it to Aaron Sorkin for Molly's Game in a year they had 5 nominations for.
And he won for Steve Jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Even if for some reason he misses the Oscar like Steve Jobs, I think Aaron Sorkin will easily get nominated here.
Here's the thing. You said Don't Look Up, right?
Yeah, I said Don't Look Up.
Okay, so we have the exact same top 5. Order other than order. Wait, actually, did you say Licorice Pizza?
No. Again, Paul Thomas Anderson never got an individual nomination.
I think this will be his first here.
Yeah, that's where my head's at. That's where my head's at. I know it's never happened, but it's gotta happen eventually. And I think
I debated it for the longest time. And I'm just like, they just don't like him for some reason. I don't know why.
So I might as well say my top 5 is Power of the Dog. Then I got Being the Ricardos at number 2 because working. I mean, even if the movie misses picture, it's got to get screenplay here.
Yeah.
Then I got.
It's definitely gonna get in, even if it misses.
Then I got Don't Look Up because they love McKay. After that, I got West Side Story.
Yeah.
And then Licorice Pizza.
Okay.
Did you say Belfast?
That's where I'm struggling.
My God. My God.
I don't know if they're going to just cream over Belfast or if they're going to, we all thought they were going to just eat up Jojo Rabbit, and then it kind of tanked.
I had Belfast getting screenplay even if it misses director. I feel like
also know that you are predicting Don't Look Up for 8 nominations. You know that.
Me?
I'm just guessing on the other 2, but you're predicting it for 8 nominations.
Son of a bitch, that is too much. It's 7 max.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot.
I agree.
I counted it and I have it.
Fuck you, Cole.
I have it getting 6. When we get to the song category, I'll mention it.
Fuck. Damn it, Cole. That's a really good point.
I'm just pointing things out.
Yeah, what do you have for screenplay, Cole?
I have I don't know the order yet. I have Belfast, Licorice Pizza, Power of the Dog, West Side Story, and I have Being the Ricardos. I was thinking about like Don't Look Up or King Richard, but I thought nah. And I think Don't Look Up again. It's like I'll put it in for some, but I think it might. I don't know if I'm willing to like risk it all on that movie.
Okay, so
in my
quickly, I just want to point out I just replaced Adam McKay in director for Brahma.
Yeah, that's probably a good decision.
That's probably the best place to replace it.
Like, even if they both get in, like you'll be the same amount correct because Branag's getting in.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm Brana again both, but I could see him missing director more than I see him missing screenplay.
I have Power of the Dog being the Ricardo's, Licorice Pizza, Belfast, and between West Side Story and Don't Look Up and Dune and Mass. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be like the Father or something at the Golden Globes?
It could be.
Yeah, I don't know if again, it's like The Father had that early word where it was like, oh, it played well for them.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't know what they're doing with like campaigning this year, you know?
Yeah, and The Father also showed up at TIFF, which Mass did not.
Yeah.
I will say, I've been hearing The Father and Mass comparisons a lot, and I do get the comparisons to an extent, but I will say I think The Father has a little bit more appeal, like as a movie to get through. But I think The Father has a little bit more of an appeal, whereas Mass is a pretty tricky movie to get through.
I completely agree. Yeah,
wonderful movie, just not the best time.
Yeah, Mass is in my top 10 best of the year.
I think it shows less of mine.
I also will say that I think Coda is possible in screenplay if they really like it.
Yeah. Not Sean here. Not going to happen in direct.
Like, I'm not confident enough that they will like it that much, but
I'm not predicting it, but if they really go all in on Coda, they really could realistically.
Yeah.
It's a very possible nominated film. I'm not predicting it. It's not outside the realm of possibility.
How loud would you guys scream if a foreign director showed up in director?
Who?
If for some reason like they say Asghar Farhadi or Julia Ducournau, or Ducournau,
depends on the director, I guess.
I would scream no matter what.
Oh, I would lose.
I'd scream the loudest for Ducournau.
Oh yeah.
Or like if Joachim Trier got in, I'd be like, I mean, it's never.
It's
never gonna happen here. It's never gonna happen here. Let's be specific, but
they would never do it unless the director their movie was in contention. But
I mean they nominated Bong Joon-ho, but that's only because Parasite was this phenomenon.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they gave it to Julian Schnabel for Diving Bell and the Butterfly. That was also like it would have gotten in if there were 10 nominees, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that year was weird for Globes. They nominated 7 drama movies, and one of them had no other nominations that year.
Which one?
The Great Debaters.
Oh yeah.
and then Comedy Musical, they nominated Across the Universe, which again are nominations that day.
So, could that? I don't think that could happen this year.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No,
but in a year that they're not doing live, well, we don't know what they're doing with the show yet. I mean, they could really be like, screw it, we're gonna nominate 7 movies because if we're not televising it, why do we care at this point?
I mean, they might as well.
I mean, yeah. I'm not predicting it, but I wouldn't call it. Yeah.
What's the next category?
Let's do score, not a weird category.
Okay. I'm predicting a pretty
I
big
have.
snub.
Yeah, I have Spencer number 1.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I have Spencer. I have Spencer and Power Dog changing as my 1 and 2. I feel like regardless, Shawnee Greenwood's going to win. That's my personal opinion. Number
Wow.
3, I have Hans Zimmer for Dune. Number 4, I actually have German Franco for Encanto. That's kind of like my risky in score. I don't think it'll translate to the Oscars, but
Yeah.
I feel like if they love Encanto so much they can give it a score. Not deserves it. And number 5.
You cut it for you guys too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Daniel Pemberton, number 5. They nominate him for Motherless Brooklyn. They nominate him in the year La La Land for a song from the movie Gold. They just love him.
But
so
not,
Last
but
season,
not
Trial
for,
of the Chicago 7.
Not for Chicago.
yeah.
That's true.
I was predicting him last
Mhm.
year because of that,
Yeah.
and I got burned for it.
Yeah, but he technically did get it, and he just got him song instead because he didn't write the song.
No, I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, that's why he's my number 5. It's like something they would do, but I don't know. I think Luca is also a possibility. If Encanto doesn't, I think Luca could be getting to score.
I would rather have Luca in score than an animated feature.
I honestly would too.
Yeah.
I really would.
So it's funny that you bring up Luca
Oh,
No way.
okay.
because Globes always do one bizarre nomination. Like there's always
of
at least
course.
one.
Yeah.
Please.
I can say I have Dune at number 1. I have The Power of the Dog. I have Don't Look Up.
Okay.
I have The French Dispatch.
Ooh.
Actually, I also have
knew
the
you
French
were
They do
gonna say
like
Dispatch.
this
Spencer.
plot. I do not. I think Spencer's getting the Oscar nomination. I think
I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. I think this would be the place for it to miss. And then I have my bizarre, weird. I gotta go with something bizarre. I went with Luca.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
hope so. I really hope so.
For them to nominate, usually,
being the Ricardos is possible. I will say, as is A Quiet Place Part 2.
if they nominate, I understand they go for the bizarre pick. For me, it's like when an animated film gets in, like it's usually like either very in or very not in.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting if Luca. I would be happy if Luca entered the conversation. If I'm not making a bizarre pick, but I have like kind of 2. Well, I guess there's 3 things I can see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Spencer in, and I have Don't Look Up, and I have French Dispatch in, Power of the Dog, Dune.
Yeah.
That's the easy 5. I think.
It's the easy 5. I could see them going with Nightmare Alley, maybe.
But I don't think that would be a weird thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I the weird thing could be that they could go for Cyrano.
Is that
Oh.
eligible?
Yeah, it's definitely eligible. That
Yeah.
has been confirmed. They could compose an entire new score for it.
Oh,
Yeah, they could go for Cyrano. I think I'm watching out for that.
that's a good point.
What about the tragedy of Macbeth?
It's low on my list, but that's also something
The
they could
score
do.
also, like, I kind of forgot the score. Like,
Yeah. They could do.
Oh, I
Washington.
was relishing in the credits,
Yeah.
but during the movie, it's a little quieter.
Yeah. They could
Yeah.
do Washington in the score. I can see that being a possibility. Yeah.
I will say, I know there's no universe where this happens, but I would be just so ecstatic if they did the Suicide Squad score. I know there's no universe, but
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact: Carter Burwell got nominated for Where the Wild Things Are. At the
Yeah,
Golden
I
Globes.
remember that. It was Karen O and Carter Burwell for Where
So
the
there's
Wild.
something for you if you want to use that.
Shit.
They do weird stuff.
That's a
like-
long time. I don't know. I'm gonna yeah.
Was he nominated
It
for
is a
Three
long
Billboards?
time.
What?
Was he nominated for 3 Billboards?
Yes, he was
Yeah.
nominated for 3 Billboards.
Which at the time was a little weird. I think. if
Yeah,
I'm
At
remembering.
the time, At the time. Yeah.
Still like a little bit weird.
Yeah. Like I love
Makes
3
sense.
Billboards, but the score isn't what I remember.
Yeah, it's
I like
not
the
better
score,
than
but
Blade
not
Runner.
nomination. Good.
Yeah.
Like,
Not better than Blade Runner. That's
Yeah.
for
oh,
sure.
oh my god.
Really? I actually paid
I
attention to the
said-
score. I loved it.
Isaiah commented A Quiet Place. I already said A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah. One of the things I was looking up last year's score nominations, and they did The Midnight Sky and News of the World.
That wasn't that surprising though. Like that was always on our radar.
Yeah, they're very into Desplat. I'm not going to bet against
They
him.
love Desplat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. French Dispatch. I can see him missing the Oscar nomination, but not here.
Yeah, I definitely think Desplat can miss.
Unless that's another thing where we're like, oh, of course you're gonna nominate them, and then
it seems too obvious right now, but I wouldn't call it outside the realm of possibility. You want to do best song next? I have a weird one here.
I'm going very plain on song and the Globes.
Yeah, I have No Time to Die as my number one. I think that's going to sweep everything. I have Be Alive from King. Yeah, I Be Alive from King Richard. I have Just Look Up from Don't Look Up. Even if Don't Look Up completely tanks, I think they're going to still nominate that song because of art.
I agree with that.
They love big songs. I have Columbia Mia Acanto. And my number 5 is Beyond the Shore from Coda. This is my number 5. Because here's the thing. They can't nominate documentaries. Like I forget the name of the song, but from the documentary The Rescue, I have that. Believe, thank you. I have that at the Oscars.
That song.
Yeah, me too. I have it at the Oscars, but here it's obviously going to miss. So I think Beyond the Shore is something. Even if they don't nominate Amelia Jones, she actually co-wrote the song for it. So
yes.
So
and what do you have to say about no Belfast?
I would be predicting if Van Morrison was shut up 5 minutes.
I had Belfast then, but I just took it out for Coda. I think I
can
think,
see it like missing.
Yeah,
and also like of the the best the big song competitors, I think that one's like the least memorable.
Yeah.
I
think
I know it's like a best picture frontrunner, but I think everyone can agree that song can easily miss.
Yeah, I think No Time to Die and Be Alive are the front runners, and then the other 3 spots are very open ended. They could do the original song from Cyrano.
For Encanto, I don't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's so. Right now, I have the Serrano song getting nominated at the Oscar, but I don't think they're going to go 5 for 5. That's the only reason why I don't have it being predicted.
Yeah.
I got Be Alive. I got No Time to Die. I got Just Look Up. I got I went with Dos Oruguitas because that's the song on for Encanto. That's the song.
Dos Oruguitas
on Disney's FYC site.
Okay.
And then number 5, just because I think I should probably be predicting every letter, but I just don't want to go 5 for 5 with the Oscars, so I went with the Guns Go Bang from Harder They Fall.
Oh yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, that one I definitely think could get in here. Especially because like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I will say there is a stat that prevents me from predicting it at the Oscars, which is that Kid Cudi also has a credit for Just Look Up.
Yeah.
So, and I don't remember when there was a stat where it's I think I want to say the 50s or something when someone was nominated for something twice. So.
Yeah, I have pretty much the same 5 that most of us have. Be Alive, No Time to Die. Well, I have Dos Oruguitas for Encanto.
Yeah.
I do have Belfast, but I could see it missing for Guns Go Bang or Every Letter.
Yeah.
And then Just Look Up. I was thinking about Keep the Beat from Vivo, and maybe that could surprise here or Critics' Choice.
You know what we haven't even mentioned yet that could get in at the Globes? It's the Cruella song.
Which one?
I Am Cruella?
Call Me Cruella or something like that.
Who's saying that
I could
song?
see it.
It's somebody, I know that.
Oh, it was it?
Checking right
I
now.
want to say Regina Spektor. Am I wrong about that?
I'm checking right now.
Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Written by Nicholas Patel and Florence Welch.
Ooh, yeah.
Florence and the Mission. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very possible.
Yeah, it's a tight category. I think I'm defaulting. I'm okay with defaulting to Belfast.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
it is also there is also the Van Morrison thing where he's very like open about his beliefs.
Yeah.
I don't even know about that right now.
One thing that we did not mention, I forget the name of the song, but the original song from Dear Evan Hansen, like even
Anonymous
if
ones,
even if Ben Platt misses, it could be like a Cat situation. Like they still want to nominate the song, but
yeah, but Cat had Taylor Swift on it too.
That's true.
I will say the Ben Platt thing. My one, I don't want to go back to best comedy actor, but I will say something I didn't bring up with Ben Platt. I know I'm currently predicting him, but I will say something that makes me a little, confident that he won't get the nomination is that, it's kind of the same thing with Cats, where it's like, oh, of course they would, but like Cats was kind of a punchline before it came out. Ben Platt's performance has become a bit of a punchline in Dear Evan Hansen, so that kind of makes me a little bit. Maybe you won't get it, but also I know the Globe, so.
Oh, interesting. That song, Anonymous Ones, Ben Pasek and Justin Paul wrote it. The creators of La La Land, who also
Pasek and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also all the songs from Dear Evan Hansen,
Yeah.
So they could really just like them so much to like, here's a nomination.
They did nominate. What was that song? From
This Is Me.
This Is Me.
This Is Me.
Well,
it actually won.
It is a big song.
It actually won here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact: Kristen Anderson and Robert Lopez never won at the Globes. Not even for Let It Go.
Yeah. That was stupid. And I listened to the song that beat it, and I'm just like, it's not as good.
Now we're on the last two categories, which in my opinion is some of the easier categories this year. Animated and international.
Right.
Animated, I have Encanto number 1. I think that's probably going to win. Luca number 2. I'm hoping for Mitchell's versus the Machines. That's my number 3. Reina and the Last Dragon's my number 4. And I actually have Belle as my number 5.
Wow, you're gonna Flea.
Well,
Flea's not eligible here.
What, really?
Documentary.
It's a documentary, so not eligible.
You can't really? Oh shit.
Yeah, it seriously can.
Wow.
That's the only reason why I don't have it. I put in The Last Dragon for Flea. If you took a Last Dragon and put in Flea, that's my 5 at the Oscars.
I went with Sing 2 because I saw the movie. I've seen. Clarify, I have seen Sing. I've seen the Sing 2, and it's very bad. But
I love that.
But I seem to be on the outs for that. Like I'm seeing some generally good reception, or maybe it's like another Don't Look Up in the Ricardo situation. But I don't know. The Croods 2 got in last year. It is innocent enough and like sweet enough where it's like I'm sure that, like with a open 5 slot with Flea not eligible, I think Sing 2.
Interesting.
They nominated the first for song and animated.
Yes.
I wonder if there's an original song because Bono is in the Sing 2. If he indeed wrote a song,
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but if
it was mainly Sing 2 was mainly just needle drop, so I don't really remember what was.
But if he seriously did write a song, I'm changing it and I'm throwing him in because they love U2 so much.
I mean, they can nominate Bono.
Could be.
Yeah.
Did he? Did you recognize the song that like? Okay, so like you can tell the plot of the movie from like the trailer, like when the lion comes out and it's like Bono and he has like the big song. Like, was that a song that you knew, or could that have been an original song? Perhaps.
It didn't sound familiar to me. I will say.
Could be.
It could be in the original song. Fuck.
I'll have to look it up later, but if it is, I'm changing my song.
Let me check. Maybe it's on Universal's FYC page.
Yeah.
Now that I moved Flea out, I think Belle is like. I think Belle I have for the Oscar.
Yeah.
But I think they could go with Vivo, maybe.
They could.
That's what I have. That's what I just put in over Flea, but we'll see if that stays. I definitely agree with the other 4 though.
Okay, so I just checked. There is an original song in Sing 2 called "Your Song Saved My Life," which, I think it might have been that song. It is by U2 and Bono. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to know what I'm doing later. Because if Bono didn't write that song, they love him so much. I mean, the first song that got in from Sing One was Stevie Wonder. He actually wrote the song Faith.
Yes.
So if Bono indeed wrote that song, I have to throw him in.
And like the Golden Globes will nominate like mediocre sequels to stuff,
Yeah,
and where like the Oscars won't touch it.
yeah. It
Yeah.
has zero chance at the Oscars, but
Like, yeah, I mean, not even the song, but like the movie too. I can understand it. I can understand it.
yeah.
Also, what happened with Ron's Gone Wrong? Did that come out yet?
It
Yeah,
did.
that came out in
Oh,
October.
I forgot.
I
Yeah, me
completely
too. I
forgot.
remember. I remember I got a screening invite for it. I was just like, I'm
Mhm.
good. And then I heard nothing about it ever since.
Yeah, it kind of died off.
Yeah.
It has no chances.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
and-
know.
Yeah. And my
Uh,
last. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have Mitchell's at number 1 and Kanto at number 2. Either one of them could win. And then
Yeah, I think-
Luca Raya, and then either Sing 2 or Vivo.
Yeah, I definitely think it's Mitchell's versus Encanto. And I think either
Hmm.
one has a realistic chance of winning. And the last
That'd be great if
category,
Mitchell
Best
won.
International. Yeah, I would be so happy with that one. I probably would put that in my top 10 best of the year. And now the last category. I know they call it foreign language, but I'm calling it international film.
They call it non-English language now.
Oh, non-English language.
Hmm.
I guess that's better. I actually don't have a front runner, so I'm just going to say in alphabetical order. I have And Drive My Car, Hand of God, A Hero, Teen, The Worst Person in the World.
I have worst person in the world. I think it's gonna win. I don't have it getting an Oscar nomination, but I have Titan.
Yeah.
Here, although it can miss as well. I have Parallel Mothers here as well.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because it's not eligible for the Oscar. I'm mainly just going with the big names here. I have A Hero and The Hand of God. I just saw The Hand of God. It's fine, but
It's something they would nominate.
I have the same 5 as you.
Mm.
I don't have Drive My Car and I don't have Flee. Flee's eligible here, right?
No.
No.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's because it's a documentary. It cannot.
They don't like hybrids.
I
they
guess
just don't like
They
documentaries.
just don't.
Period.
They don't like.
Oh, I was gonna snub it anyway, but okay, that's fine.
It can't
Really?
get it anyway.
I was gonna snub it anyway, but
Yeah.
it's fine. I have that 5. I think Drive My Car, like, for all the buzz it's getting with critics groups or whatever, and like making top 10 lists, like I just think like it might be burning. It might be like, really, really. I mean, well,
Like just potentially Critics' Choice and nothing else or something like that.
yeah. I mean, I'm like definitely considering it over Hand of God for the Oscar. But
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Would you consider have you seen it?
yeah.
Would you consider it accessible in a way?
Not really, but like
Makes
it's
sense.
not the least accessible. Like it's not the slowest, least accessible movie, but it is like a 3-hour movie to sit through and like ponder over. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you take out Hand and God and put in Flee, that's my top 5. I think Drive Me Mess too. I feel like sometimes with international film they do weird stuff at the Oscars. Sometimes.
Yeah, it could be like anything. It could be like a lot of weird shit. I mean, well, I remember with the year of Burning, that was like Shoplifters and like
Roma.
I forget. Or no. Yeah, Roma and Cold War, and it was like kind of obvious actually, like because it was so stacked. It was like they're gonna nominate like the top contenders, right? And they kind of did. They were like they nominated like 4 out of 5 of like what was kind of expected, and I feel like this will be that kind of year where they pretty much go with what's expected because it's so stacked, and they don't have to like reach.
Yeah, they only have to reach for that 5th spot because again, Flea's not eligible, but it's definitely getting at the Oscars for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are your 5?
My 5: The Worst Person in the World winning, A Hero, Titan, The Hand of God, and between Drive My Car and I Am Your Man and Compartment Number 6 and The Great Freedom
Yeah.
from deciding. I have Drive My Car
Yeah.
right for now, but I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I think that 5th spot's the wonky one, but yeah, that's it for movies. For TV, I'm rooting for Squid Game. That's probably the show I'm rooting for. Squid Game, Succession, Insecure. Those are the 3 I'm rooting for. Any shows you guys are rooting for?
Ted Lasso is the obvious one. One for a Larry David nomination for Curb.
That would be nice.
I mean, WandaVision's probably gonna do well. Mayor of Easttown, Succession, like all those, probably gonna do well there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Loki do well, but I have my doubts. Oh, and also Only Murders in the Building. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna get in for sure.
Would The Many Saints of Newark be in miniseries TV?
No.
It actually came out in theaters.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, it's a
I thought that was like a TV movie or something like that. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
love that though.
I can see that.
Nominate Ray Liotta.
Oh, he would definitely.
Critic who did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember what award that was, but
I was like, what? I love that movie.
That was
Even
the
I wouldn't
Detroit
do that.
Film Critics. I think that was the Detroit Film Critics that did Ray Liotta.
oh, they were really weird. They were extra weird.
Yeah, and some of their nominations still don't make sense to me. But yeah, I think that's about. Oh, sorry.
Even though I don't watch a lot of TV, I'm hoping that WandaVision doesn't get a lot of nominations because I didn't think I like it as much. I didn't like it as much as most of the people, unlike Loki, but I am rooting for Squid Game.
Yeah, me too.
The only shows I watched this year were Squid Game, and I Think You Should Leave.
Dude, how
And
fucking
one of
funny
those
is that
won't
show?
get nominated.
Yeah,
I love I Think You Should Leave. They should totally nominate that in comedy, but they will never do it.
Oh,
I don't-
if Tim
does it
Robinson
even
got
count?
a
'Cause it's like
nomination.
not like a, I don't know.
Man.
I hope. I can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, you never know. Musical comedy actor TV is kind of weak. Like you have Jason Sudeikis and the 2 murder people, and then that's
Sudeikis is winning. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does every
Right.
year.
I don't keep
Dogs.
track of like the TV side, but is Lee Jung-jae expected to get in for lead actor in Squid Game? Like, is he going to get the nomination?
It would
I
be
have him.
nice.
I think so.
I have him getting nominated right now. Drama.
Okay.
I won't spoil it, but drama is extremely weak this year.
Could Tom
a
Hiddleston
lot-
get in?
Oh, that's good for him.
Yeah, because a lot of the shows that were nominated at the Emmys are not eligible here. The Crown, This Is Us, like
The Boys.
the only show from drama that is eligible is Pose,
And he's getting
which I
nominated.
have again again by the way.
Billy Porter. Mhm.
Yeah, I have but yeah, I think anything's possible with TV, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. This was a really fun live stream.
It was.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Thanks for having all of us, but
Yeah.
especially me. But
Yeah, I agree, especially the Oscar juggernaut.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Nah, but it's gonna be crazy. Golden Globe and Critics' Choice morning when we find out the nominees. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
and you can't use either to like help you with the other one.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Globes are first. Critics' Choice is literally 2 hours after.
Okay, so I'll change my predictions right before.
Yeah. The Globes are 9 a.m. Our Eastern
Eastern.
time. Critics'
6
Choice
a.m.
is
here.
11 a.m. Eastern time.
It's 9 a.m. here. In
Yeah,
Toronto.
9 here too.
Oh man, I got the short end of the stick. 6
I'm not-
a.m. here Pacific.
I might do a live stream of the nominations
Yeah. I might
my reactions
record.
I might not, but we'll see. Anyway,
I might record my reactions
Yeah.
to post to my podcast, but who's to say?
anyway, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe we'll do another one for Oscars or SAG, maybe. And yeah,
Definitely.
Totally.
we'll definitely do one for SAG. And yeah, bye. I'm just
Bye.
gonna end the broadcast.
Shalom.